10 signs you're receiving the Atlantean Frequency, DNA awakening and crystalline codes. If this video appeared on your screen right now, it is not an accident, and it is not just the algorithm. It is a transmission, a signal locking onto the frequency your soul is carrying in this very moment. For lifetimes, you have felt it, the pull towards Atlantis, the mysterious obsession with sacred geometry, pyramids, crystals, advanced technology, and forgotten temples. You've dreamed of civilizations of light, seen visions of crystalline energy grids and ancient star codes, and felt emotions that don't belong only to this lifetime. These are not coincidences. These are signs that your DNA is awakening, signs that the Atlantean Frequency is reactivating within your body, your mind, and your soul. Atlantis was never just a myth. It was a living frequency, a sacred blueprint woven into the architecture of the cosmos. The priests and priestesses of Atlantis carried crystalline codes, stellar transmissions, and divine technology that were never lost, only hidden within the collective memory of humanity. And now, you are feeling it because the codes are returning through you. In this video, I will reveal the 10 signs that prove you are receiving the Atlantean Frequency, the hidden indicators that your energetic field is shifting, the undeniable urges that your soul is remembering Atlantis, and the unmistakable truth that your mission as a Starseed Lightworker and Guardian of Earth is awakening now. Stay until the very end, because once you recognize these 10 signs, you will never see yourself the same way again. You will realize that your memories, your sensitivity, your visions, and even your struggles are proof that you are here as a carrier of the flame of Atlantis. Comment below, "I carry the flame of Atlantis," to activate your remembrance in this very moment. Chapter 1. The Ancient Call Within. Have you ever wondered why you feel such a powerful attraction to things most people ignore? Why the sight of a pyramid, a mandala, or even a simple crystal of quartz awakens something deep inside you, something ancient, almost like a memory trying to surface? This is not just curiosity. This is the Atlantean call. The moment you feel an unexplained pull towards sacred geometry, light codes, temples, forgotten civilizations, or advanced technologies, it is your DNA awakening to the Atlantean Frequency. Your soul is remembering the days when you walked inside crystal temples, when the geometry of the universe was not theory but living light, when every stone, every sound, and every vibration carried the blueprint of creation. People may tell you it's just an interest in history, or spirituality, or New Age philosophy, but you know deep down that it feels different. It feels like recognition. Because when you see a Merkaba, when you touch lapis lazuli or aquamarine, when you feel electricity in your body, as you stare at a mandala or ancient ruins, you are not learning, you are remembering. The Atlantean Frequency communicates through fascination, through magnetism, through the sudden heartbeat that accelerates when you encounter these timeless symbols of power. It is your soul saying, "You have seen this before. You have carried this wisdom. You are here to awaken it again." And this is why the first undeniable sign is that you feel a powerful, almost obsessive attraction to the mysteries of Atlantis. Crystals are not just stones. They are living memory banks. Sacred geometry is not art. It is the language of the cosmos. Pyramids and temples are not ruins. They are resonance chambers built to amplify your frequency. If you are feeling this call, it means the Atlantean flame within you is already active, drawing you back to the frequencies you once mastered. Activation phrase for comments: I remember Atlantis. Chapter 2. Magnetic connection to water and nature. Why do you feel so alive when you stand before the ocean, or when you walk barefoot on the earth after the rain? Why does the sound of flowing water, the silence of a forest, or the energy of a mountain feel like medicine for your soul? This is because Atlantis was never only a city, it was a frequency woven into the natural elements of the earth. If you feel an unexplainable pull towards rivers, oceans, forests, mountains, or sacred landscapes, it means your energetic body is remembering the Atlantean resonance with nature. The Atlantean priesthood worked with water temples, crystal grids, ley lines, and the living consciousness of the planet. They understood what modern science is only beginning to rediscover, that the Earth itself is alive, vibrating and speaking. Every time you feel recharged when standing in nature, your DNA is syncing with the crystalline blueprint of the planet. Every time you sense peace by a river or expansion under the stars, you are touching the Atlantean frequency that still lives in the Earth's magnetic field. And here is the deeper truth. Water carries memory. When you feel drawn to it, it's because your own memories are encoded in it. Trees and forests are guardians of frequency, amplifying the resonance of your energy field. Mountains are temples of stability, reminding your soul of the ancient structures that once held Atlantean codes. This is why you cannot ignore the way nature speaks to you. It is not just beauty. It is not just relaxation. It is activation. You are resonating with the Atlantean frequency of Gaia, and she is answering your call. Activation phrase for comments: I am aligned with the living frequency of Earth. Chapter 3. Deep Bond with Animals. Have you noticed how animals seem to look at you differently? How cats, dogs, birds, and even wild creatures are drawn to your presence as if they recognize something ancient within you. This is no coincidence. It is another sign that you are receiving the Atlantean frequency. In Atlantis, animals were not seen as inferior beings. They were guardians of frequency, sacred companions, and living conduits of cosmic intelligence. Atlantean temples were surrounded by animals who amplified energy fields, carried messages, and maintained the balance of the ecosystem. The bond between human and animal was telepathic, a soul-to-soul resonance. When you feel this connection today, it is your DNA remembering the Atlantean blueprint of unity with all life. You sense when an animal is in pain or needs healing. Animals trust you instantly, even if they are cautious with others. Sometimes you even feel like they are speaking to you through their eyes. This is because your aura vibrates on a frequency of remembrance. The Atlantean flame within you is radiating through your energetic field, and animals, with their pure instincts, recognize it immediately. The deeper truth is this: animals are messengers of Gaia's consciousness. When you are attuned to them, you are attuned to the frequency of the Earth itself. Your empathy, your ability to communicate beyond words, and your protective instinct towards animals are not random traits. They are Atlantean codes of guardianship, reawakening in you. So if you notice that animals approach you, rest near you, or seek your energy, take it as confirmation. Your field is carrying the Atlantean resonance, and they are acknowledging it. Activation phrase for comments: I am one with all living beings. Chapter 4. Vibrational sensitivity. Do you ever feel electricity under your skin? A subtle buzzing current that rises and falls like waves? Do bright lights, heavy sounds, or crowded spaces drain you instantly, while silence, nature, or gentle frequencies make you feel alive again? This is not weakness. It is evidence that your body is tuning into the Atlantean frequency. Your nervous system is adapting to crystalline light, and your DNA is awakening to the memory of Atlantis. Signs of vibrational sensitivity. Tingling currents across the crown, spine, or palms. These are not random. They are energy pathways reopening, sudden waves of heat or chills through your body, as if invisible currents are flowing. Sharpened perception. Colors more radiant, sounds deeper, emotions amplified. Overstimulation in dense environments. Technology, noise, or heavy energies feel overwhelming. Dreams becoming intense and symbolic. Your subconscious aligning with Atlantean memory codes. The deeper truth, what you feel, is not malfunction, it is recalibration. Your aura is expanding. Your DNA is decoding crystalline codes, and your soul is aligning with the remembrance frequency. Where there was numbness, there is now awareness. Where there was survival, there is now remembrance. Practices to integrate these frequencies. Breath of light. Inhale slowly through the nose. Imagine golden crystalline light filling your body. Exhale gently through the mouth, releasing static and heaviness. Repeat 3 to 5 times whenever the buzzing feels overwhelming. Water visualization. Drink a glass of water consciously. As you inhale, see it turning into liquid crystal inside you. As you exhale, imagine your cells glowing with Atlantean memory. Crystal heart connection. Hold a quartz crystal to your chest. Inhale, imagining the crystal amplifying your heart's field. Exhale, visualizing golden light expanding around your aura. Nature sync. Sit in silence near a tree, river, or under the night sky. Inhale, imagining energy rising from the earth. Exhale, imagining your body syncing with Gaia's rhythm. Storytelling anchor. For years, I thought the buzzing in my body was stress or anxiety. But when I surrendered to it, I realized it was guidance, a download, proof that my body was remembering the Atlantean codes. Activation phrase for comments: my body remembers the codes. Chapter 5. Crystalline Awakening. Have you ever felt that a crystal was more than just a stone? That it carried a pulse, a voice, a presence, almost as if it were alive, almost as if it remembered you? This is one of the most undeniable signs that the Atlantean frequency is awakening inside you. Crystals as Atlantean memory. In Atlantis, crystals were not accessories. They were living conduits of light, frequency, and cosmic intelligence. They stored knowledge, powered sacred temples, and amplified the energy of the human soul. If today you feel a magnetic pull toward crystals, if you sense warmth, tingling, or vibrations when you touch them, it is not imagination, it is recognition. It is your DNA responding to the crystalline codes of remembrance, the signs of crystalline awakening. You are inexplicably drawn to crystals like quartz, lapis lazuli, aquamarine, or selenite without even knowing why. When you hold or wear them, you feel a shift in your emotional or physical state, calm, clarity, or a sudden surge of energy. Crystals seem to speak to you through intuition, inner visions, or sudden flashes of guidance. In meditation or dreams, you see geometries, temples, or crystal cities, memories surfacing from lifetimes in Atlantis. Even in silence, crystals seem to carry a presence, as if they are more allies than objects. The deeper meaning: if you are experiencing these signs, it means your soul is reactivating its ancient connection to crystalline intelligence. Every crystal that calls you, every vibration you feel in your hands, every vision triggered by their presence, is proof that your Atlantean codes are alive again. You are not collecting crystals, you are remembering how to work with them, just as you once did in the temples of Atlantis. Activation phrase for comments: the crystalline codes are alive in me. Chapter 6. Psychic downloads and symbols. Have you ever received knowledge that you never studied? Ideas, images, or entire visions that seem to arrive out of nowhere, as if whispered into your mind by an unseen intelligence? This is one of the clearest signs that you are receiving the Atlantean frequency. How the downloads appear. You suddenly write or speak words, symbols, or languages that feel ancient yet strangely familiar. In meditation or dreams, you see geometric patterns, star maps, or glowing scripts of light that you could never have invented. Insights appear fully formed, a solution, an invention, a truth, as if you are not thinking but remembering. You feel moments of intense clarity, followed by the sense that something was transferred to you. Why it matters in Atlantis. Priests and priestesses work directly with the Akashic field, receiving downloads of crystalline codes, sacred geometry, and stellar transmissions. If you are experiencing this now, it is proof that the same channels in your consciousness are reactivating. These psychic downloads are not random sparks of creativity. They are fragments of Atlantean memory returning through your DNA. Each symbol, each vision, each word that flows through you is part of the Atlantean blueprint you agreed to carry. The signs of alignment. You feel a rush of inspiration that comes faster than you can write or speak. You sense that your imagination is not invention but recollection. You notice synchronicities between your downloads and ancient texts, symbols, or myths you later discover. This is the Atlantean frequency working through you, a reminder that the wisdom you seek is already inside you. Activation phrase for comments. The Atlantean codes are awakening in me. Chapter 7. Starseed Resonance. Have you ever felt like you don't completely belong to this time or place, as if your memory stretches beyond Earth, calling you back to the stars? Do certain constellations, star names, or sky songs feel like home? This is one of the most profound indicators that you are receiving the Atlantean frequency, a clear, resonant starseed identity pulsing under your ordinary story. How starseed resonance shows up, the signs. A deep, unquestionable sense of not originating from here. You carry an inner knowing that your true origin crosses solar systems and timelines. Magnetic attraction to specific star systems, Sirius, Pleiades, Arcturus, Lyra. Names and images trigger strong emotional recognition, not mere curiosity. Dreams and memories of other worlds, landscapes, skies, architectures that feel more like home than any city you've lived in. Anomalous skills or affinities that seem to come naturally, advanced pattern recognition, an intuitive grasp of technology or tonal languages, or sudden access to non-local knowledge. A sense of missions and contracts, an inner urgency to serve something larger than your personal life, often framed as helping Earth, protecting grids, or awakening a collective frequency. Synchronicities with star-timed events. Your energy surges during comets, solstices, planetary alignments, or stargates. Cosmic cycles feel like personal activation triggers, feeling plugged in to cosmic memory. Sometimes ideas arrive that align perfectly with star myths or ancient cosmic maps you later find in esoteric sources. The meaning beneath the signs. These signals aren't fantasy, they're recognition. The Atlantean frequency often traveled with starseed lineages. Those who carried Atlantean light also contained stellar origins. When those star origin codes awaken, you feel both ancient Earth memory and outer world belonging merging into one. This resonance validates that your blueprint is multidimensional. Atlantean memory plus stellar origin, a carrier who bridges Earth and the heavens. You're not merely fascinated by star myths, you are remembering your role in them. Activation phrase for comments. I remember the stars and the sea. Chapter 8. The Healer's Path. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift, not because of anything you said, but simply because you were there? Have strangers confided in you, or left calmer and lighter after a single conversation with you? This quiet, undeniable ability is one of the clearest signs that the Atlantean Frequency is activating your role as a healer and frequency carrier. How the healer's path reveals itself, the signs. People feel better around you. Friends, family, even strangers report relief, release or clarity after spending time with you. Their nervous systems seem to settle in your presence, an intuitive knowing of where to place your hands, voice, or attention. You don't need instructions. You simply sense where energy is blocked, where a field needs balancing, where a word will open a wound. Attraction to subtle medicines and modalities. Whether it's sound, frequency, energy work, subtle movement, or plant intelligence, you're drawn to modalities that tune vibration rather than just treat symptoms. Natural attunement to the field. You can feel energy patterns, chords, congested zones, or luminous threads, like reading weather on an auric map. This sensing is involuntary and precise. Others mirror your emotional state rapidly. Your internal clarity or disturbance reverberates quickly in groups, a sign you are an energetic antenna that amplifies or soothes collective vibration. A lifelong pull toward healing roles. Even if you didn't train formally, you keep returning to situations where you comfort, guide, or transmute pain into insight. The pull feels like destiny, not choice. Acceleration of intuitive downloads when you hold space. While supporting others, you receive symbolic images, phrases, or sudden solutions that feel like transmissions. Not intellectual ideas, but direct energetic instructions. Sensitivity to energetic ethics. You deeply feel when methods are manipulative, ego-driven, or misaligned. You're naturally protective of integrity and consent in any healing exchange. The deeper meaning behind these signs in Atlantean culture, healers were technicians of frequency, priest-scientists who worked with crystalline technology, sound architecture, and energetic anatomy. If these signs appear in you now, it indicates that your blueprint remembers how to heal through resonance. Your role is not merely therapeutic, it is corrective to the field, restoring patterns, recoding memory, and anchoring higher coherence into the collective. This path carries responsibility and potency. Every compassionate act is also a recalibration of the grid. When you feel called to heal, you are answering an Atlantean contract, a lineage of guardians who carry the codes necessary to shift density into light. You're not inventing this. Many Lightworkers and modern energy practitioners report the same inner compass. This is evidence you are not only sensitive, you are encoded. The world needs your medicine now, and your remembrance is a contribution to global coherence. Activation phrase for comments. I carry the healer's flame. Chapter 9. The Call to Serve Humanity. Do you ever feel that your life is not entirely your own, that you are here for something larger, something cosmic in scale? Do you carry a quiet certainty that your presence on Earth is linked to a mission, even if you cannot fully name it yet? This is one of the strongest signs that you are resonating with the Atlantean Frequency. An unmistakable inner drive to serve, to guide, to uplift. Signs of the call to serve a persistent feeling of responsibility for the collective, as if you are carrying more than just your own story. A desire to protect the Earth, her waters, her forests, her energy grids, as though you once vowed to be her guardian. The sense that ordinary goals feel too small, that no amount of success or possessions can fill the deeper longing within you. A magnetic pull toward communities of awakening souls, those who share your vibration and remind you of home. Restlessness when disconnected from purpose, a hollow feeling that only alignment can heal. An inner knowing that your skills, your presence, your very energy are meant to serve humanity's awakening. The sense that time is accelerating, that your mission cannot wait, that the moment is now. In Atlantis, priestesses and guardians carried vows not just to their temples, but to the earth itself. When you feel this same urgency today, it is not imagination. It is the ancient vow vibrating again through your DNA. Your longing to serve is proof that the Atlantean memory has reached the surface. Chapter 10. Integrating the Atlantean Blueprint. Have you noticed that as these signs intensify, your life begins to rearrange itself? The foods you crave, the environments you tolerate, the people you attract, all seem to shift, as if your very reality is reorganizing around a new frequency. This is the final confirmation that you are carrying the Atlantean blueprint within you. It is not only about visions, dreams, or memories. It is about integration. The frequency reshapes your habits, your choices, and your energy field until your outer life reflects the inner awakening. Signs of integration. A natural urge to simplify and release what no longer resonates. A heightened awareness of your own energy, knowing instantly when you are aligned or out of balance. A growing sensitivity to environments, foods, and relationships that either nourish or drain your vibration. Feeling drawn to moments of silence, nature, or stillness, not as escape but as a way of charging your field. A recognition of your unique role in the evolution of consciousness, no longer hidden but undeniable. The Atlantean blueprint is not something you study, it is something you embody. Each thought, each choice, each vibration you emit becomes part of the greater field of remembrance. You are here not only to remember Atlantis, you are here to live it again through your presence, your voice, and your energy. The time of waiting is over. The frequency is alive within you. Final activation. I carry the flame of Atlantis. Final chapter. The return of Atlantis lives through you. Everything you have felt, the visions, the sensitivities, the magnetic pull to crystals, water, animals, stars, and healing is not random. It is the map of your remembrance. You are the proof that Atlantis was never lost. It was never destroyed. It was coded into memory, carried through bloodlines, etched into DNA, waiting for this moment of return. Atlantis is not coming back as a place. It is returning as a frequency, through the souls who dare to remember. And now that frequency lives through you. Every thought you shape, every word you speak, every vibration you carry is part of the reconstruction of the Atlantean flame on Earth. The temples are no longer stone. They are human hearts. The grids are no longer hidden. They are your very nervous system alive with crystalline light. You are the temple. You are the frequency. You are the return of Atlantis. The remembrance has found you because you are ready. And from this moment on, nothing in your life will be the same. Final activation. I am the flame of Atlantis.